Trade ups are a fun way to potentially upgrade your CS2 skins. I will go over the basics of how they work, and after this video, instead of losing money, you will be making money by doing trade ups. Skins are sorted into different collections, either cases or map collections, and within collections, they are sorted into different rarity tiers, such as mil-spec, restricted, and covert. For trade ups, you use 10 skins from the same rarity, and you get 1 skin from the next rarity above. So if you use 10 restricted skins from the recoil case, you will get either an AK Ice Cold, a P250 Visions, or a sawed-off Kislev with equal chances. If you randomly do a bunch of these trade-ups, you will notice that some skins look more scratched than others. This is because of something called the float value. Every skin has a float value, which is a number between 0 and 1, and tells you how worn the skin is. The higher the float number, the higher the wear on the skin. This number affects the prices of skins a lot, and this is what the conditions are based on. For example, 0 to 0.07 is factory new, and you can see the rest of the brackets on screen. The float of a skin you trade up to is only dependent on the floats of the skins you use. It is a bit complicated, so for this fast guide, all you need to know is that the lower the average float of the inputs, the lower the float of the outcome skin.
Are you looking for cheap, low float skins for trade ups? Check out today's sponsor, SkinsMonkey. It's the most convenient trading bot site where you don't have to overpay for low floats. I found this 0.08 Op Elite build and this 0.09 M4 Tooth Fairy, and the tradable M4 was delivered to my inventory instantly. If you apply code TechSavvy, you get a 5% deposit bonus, and you also get a $5 trading bonus when you start trading. Don't worry if you don't have any skins, just head over to Freebies and you'll find 3 giveaways, all the way up to a gut knife gamma Doppler. So use my link in the description to start finding deals on low float skins today.
There are also skins that have a float cap, which means that the float of the skin only covers a smaller range. This will change the float of the outcome skin, and generally it'll lower it, but sometimes it can make it higher as well. If the outcome skin has a float range of 0 to 0.5, for example, then the float of the outcome will be 1/2 of the float of the average of the inputs. This allows you to use minimal wear input skins and still get a factory new outcome. Understanding float caps is extremely important for making profit from trade ups, because instead of using 10 factory new skins that would cost you $19, you can use 10 minimal wears, which only cost you $10.50, and provided that you get low enough float minimal wear skins, you can still get the factory new AK Ice Cold, which is worth $23. So essentially, you turn $10.50 into $23. You made your first profit from trade ups. But of course, you would lose money on the other outcomes. So is this trade up really that good? To find out how good a trade up is, use TradeUpSpy. They allow you to load up your inventory and put in the exact float skins that you would use to make sure that everything is okay. Remember, if you use skins that are too high floats, your AK-47 will be minimal wear, which is only worth about $13. And for this specific reason, I always recommend putting your skins into TradeUpSpy to make sure that the average float is low enough. This will save you money and annoyance in the long run. If you mess up your floats, your AK will be 0.07 minimal wear. Everyone makes this mistake when they start out. You will do it at some point too. It is okay, but please learn from it. If your desired skin doesn't have a float cap like the AK Slate, then you can mix factory new and minimal wear skins to get the average float low enough, below 0.07 in this case. This will be a balancing act, whether you want to put more time into finding lower floats, until you can use 7 minimal wears and 3 factory news, adding up to an average of 0.07, or if you want to cut into your profit margin a bit in order to do them faster by getting 4 factory news and 6 minimal wears. Now the big question is, how do you get the right floats for trade ups? You need to get them at a low price to make sure they are as profitable as they seem, so you can't just overpay for them on buff. The first option is sniping the Steam market. You'll want to install an extension such as Float Market Checker. This will allow you to see the floats of the market listings, and you'll want to refresh the pages until you find skins with low enough floats. This is a great method, but it does take a lot of time. Your second option is going to be using buy orders. This way, your items will be a little cheaper, but you might have to resell bad float items at a small loss, since you cannot set buy orders for specific floats. To find profitable trade ups to do, I'd recommend finding them on your own. Play around with TradeUpSpy and CS2 Stash, and if you make sure your prices are correct, you will find plenty of amazingly profitable trade ups in no time. If you want to see exactly how I do trade ups, check out this video where I did 30 AK Slate trade ups. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.